Hello students, I am Sunny sir from Mahdi English School. This video is for class 2 subject science. And what do we just do every day before we start our video? We just recall a few important measures, the precautions that are to be taken by each one of us during this day, these days, that are the things which you have to keep on your mind every time. The first thing that you have to wash your hands regularly during the day. See that you keep washing your hands frequently during the day. Use a soap and at least for 30 seconds you wash it properly, not less than that. And you can even use a sanitizer if you are somewhere outside. And if you are at home, see that you avoid using sanitizer, use a soap for washing your hands. And see that you keep your surroundings very much neat and clean, because cleanliness is very much important for our hygiene. Please maintain cleanliness around you and see that you keep yourself neat and clean. Wear neat and clean clothes and keep yourself sanitized. Also, see that you eat the food which is cooked at home. Please do not eat outside food for some more days. The thought for today: your mind is a garden, your thoughts are seeds. You can grow flowers or you can grow weeds. A very interesting thought this is. See, your mind is a garden. You know what is garden. I hope you know what is garden. So your mind is also like a garden. And the thoughts, what you think, that are your seeds. And we know that from seeds a new baby plant grows. So it is up to you whether you want to grow flowers or weeds. Whether you want to think positive or negative is up to you. Your life can be like flowers, or life can be like weeds, sharp and pointed, which can be very sad. So if it is like flowers, it will bloom. It will be very nice. So your thoughts decide your future. If you think positive, then your life will be like flowers. It will blossom. So see that your seeds are planted properly and your garden should have flowers, not weeds. The content that we shall take in today's video, that is lesson 1, types of plants. Lesson number 2, uses of plants, that we had started in the previous video. We had learned the objective type questions like fill in the blanks, match the following. So today we shall revise both the lessons. We shall continue with the previous video. So I want you to give the heading. You will give the heading of both the lessons. So first we'll continue with lesson number 1, types of plants. Notes means all the objectives first we'll complete revising, and then we'll take objectives of lesson number 2. So in the previous video we had seen fill in the blanks. After that we had also revised match the following. So today we shall continue from here, that is write 2 examples for each one of the following. So you should give the heading in your notebook, that is 2 examples. This is the new heading that you shall give in your book, 2 examples. And the lesson is lesson number 1, types of plants. So number 1, you have to write question as well as answer. Both the things you should note down in your rough book. See that you are learning and writing along with the video. Trees. So here we have to write 2 types of trees. Any 2 types of trees. We have learned 3 or more than 3. We have seen pictures. So here are the names of the 2 trees. The first one, BANYAN, banyan. It is a type of tree which is a very big tree. It has strong trunks, strong roots. It is a very big tree. It has also religious importance. And the second one is NEEM, neem. This is neem tree. It has medical importance like tulsi. So these are the names of the 2 trees that you have to learn. And as I had told you before, you can write the names of any 2 trees, like instead of banyan or instead of neem, if you want to write mango tree, then also it is correct. But here we had to write 2 examples, so I have taken 2 examples. So trees that are banyan and neem. See that you write first alphabet capital, like over here B is capitalized and over here N. So trees, banyan and neem. I hope you have written the first one. Then number 2, we have to write 2 examples for shrubs. And what are shrubs? I hope you know that shrubs, the small plants with woody stems, that are shrubs. So here are 2 examples. The first one, ROSE, rose. Second one, TULSI, tulsi, rose, tulsi. So there are 2 shrubs over here, rose, tulsi. Rose is a very good smelling flower. It has a very pleasant smell, also used for perfumes. Tulsi it has importance. It has religious importance, as well as it has a medicinal importance, used for as medicinal plant. The leaves are very beneficial. You can wash it and eat it. It is very good for our health also. So these are the 2 shrubs, rose, tulsi. Then write down number 3. Each one you will write in the new line. See that you write every question in the new line, each and every sentence in the new line. So this is number 3, HERBS. This is herbs. So now after shrubs, we had also learnt what are herbs. What are herbs? Herbs are small plants with soft stems. The stems are very soft. That are herbs. So here are the 2 examples. First one, MINT, mint. Mint is a type of herb. And the second one, that is LOTUS, lotus. Mint and lotus. As you can see, lotus is also there. It is there on water. It grows above the water. So it is also a water plant. You can find it in water. And here is mint, MINT, mint. Even like tulsi, mint also has medicinal value. It is also a very useful plant. So mint and lotus, these are the 2 examples of herbs. And we had seen many other herbs. You can also write coriander if you want. So here we have to write any 2 names like this. Then next you will write in the next line, that is number 4, CLIMBERS, climbers. And what are climbers? Yesterday we just understood. We had revised that plants with weak stems. These are plants with weak stems, and they cannot grow alone. They need support, and they need support of other plants or walls or sticks, and then they will grow upright. They will grow upright, and these plants are called climbers. So 2 examples over here which are given, very famous, that is money plant. It is said that money plant brings money. People say this because money plant is very lucky plant, and that's why people plant this plant in the house or outside in the veranda. But it is a climber. It grows upright and it brings prosperity in the house. So it is money plant is considered very lucky. And the second one is GRAPEVINE, grapevine. These are the grapes. You can see there are different colors. Also the black color you might have seen of grape. So we get grape from grapevine, the bunch of grapes you can see over here. And even this plant grows upright, in upright direction. So these are the 2 examples of climbers. And one more we had seen in climbers. We had seen example of money plant as well as climber. And this grapevine is also a climber. So if you know any other name of climber, then you can please write down over there. Then number 5. In the new line we will write, the question is CREEPERS, creepers. So what are creepers? Do you know the definition? Do you remember? Creepers are the plants which have weak stems. Their stems are also weak and they grow along the ground. They do not grow upright. They grow along the ground, like in the direction parallel with the floor. So creepers are the plants that grow along the ground. Here are the 2 examples of the creepers which we had seen before also. The first one over here you can see, you might have eaten as a fruit, WATERMELON, watermelon. Second one, STRAW, Berry, strawberry. These are two very important and very famous creepers. See, in the watermelon, the spellings of these two creepers are bigger, but there is an easy way to memorize the spelling. First, see, the spelling of water is given, water, water. After that, melon, melon. So that way you can split it into two and then you can memorize, you can learn water, melon, and then you have to join these two. This becomes a compound word, water, melon. Same way for strawberry, you learn the spelling of straw, 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 berry, berry, strawberry. So that is how we learn the bigger spellings. And why the name watermelon is given, the word water is there before melon. It has lot of water content inside it. It is good, it will increase the water content in your body. So these are the two creepers. So after writing that two examples, now you will leave one line, or if possible, if you have reached the end of the page, then please start on a new page, writing on a new page, and give the heading one word. You may not give the complete heading if you don't want to. So you just write one word. This is give one word actually. So we have to write one word for the following, and this is the same lesson we have to continue. That is lesson number 1, types of plants. We are writing give one word of that. So number 1, here you can write the whole sentence. It is possible. When I read, you will write the whole sentence and you will read along with me while writing. So number 1 is given, the green part of the plant that makes food. Now yesterday we had discussed this thing. There was a blank and in that this thing was asked. The green part of the plant that makes food. Now we make our food. Your mother prepares the food in kitchen. So leaf is a part of the plant that makes food for the plant. It is called the kitchen, right? Because how do we make our food? How does your mother make your food? She prepares it in the kitchen. So in one way you can say leaf is the kitchen for the plant, because that is the part of the plant. The leaf is the green color part of the plant that prepares the food for the plants. So the answer is leaf, Leaf, leaf. Here is the image of one leaf. If there are more than one, we say leaves, Leaves. So I suppose you have already written this question as well as answer. The green part of the plant that makes food, that is leaf, Leaf, leaf. Right now we are revising this, so I want you to learn it along with it. You have to write down as well as learn this. Then number 2, in the new line you will write, the part of the plant that has seeds. Now we have learnt 6 different parts of the plants. From that, which part of the plant has seeds in it? Which part has seeds in it? So the part of the plant that has seeds is called fruit. There are so many fruits as you can see over here. So yesterday we had seen the example of a papaya. When you open it, in between you will see lots of seeds. You don't have to eat that seeds, right? You just take it out and then you eat the rest of the part, the inside part, yellow color. So the fruit is the part inside which you will find the seeds. That part of the plant is called fruit. Then number 3, in the new line you will write, the part of the plant that produces fruits. The part of the plant that produces fruits. From where do we get fruits? Or where do we get fruits from? Which part? So the part of the plant that gives us fruits, that is called flower. And what is flower? It gives us fruits, and we can get different varieties of fruits, apple, banana, etc. And flower is also good smelling. There are many different uses of flowers, like roses, jasmine. They are good smelling. They have a pleasant smell, so they are used for making perfumes. So in short, you have to remember the answer. the part of the plant that produces fruits, means we get fruit from this part, and that part is called flower. flower, flower. After writing number 3, you will write number 4 in the new line. The part of the plant that carries food to all the parts. Now this is the part of the plant which is standing over here. You can see the standing line over here. What is this called? It is also the backbone. How do you stand? How do you walk? Because you have a backbone. Otherwise, we cannot do all these activities. Like if you remember, we have done posture, the position of your body. So same way, how can the plant stand straight? Because of this stem. What is it called? STEM, stem. And stem is the part of the plant which carries food to all other parts. The food is stored inside, and from here the food goes here, then it goes over this side, then it goes to all other parts of the plant, and that is how plant survives. But without stem the plant will break down. If you just break the stem, the plant will die. But you should never do that. Stem is the backbone. If we have pain in the back, we cannot sit or we cannot walk. So same way, stem is the backbone. It is the part which carries food to all other parts. Then number 5 you will write in the new line. The part of the plant that fixes it to the ground. Now there is a part of the plant which you cannot see. Here you can see because this is the image. So, but in reality, when you see a plant, you cannot see this part of the plant because it is underground. You can see this is the surface, and below the ground there is something which is very, very strong and which holds the plant above the ground. What is that part? ROOT, root. It is very easy to learn ROOT, root. See, the roots of the plants are very strong, and if the roots are strong, the plant will never die easily. These are the roots which are below the ground, and above the ground you will find the plant or the tree. So, trees have the root above the ground, but these are the plants. Plants have the strong roots underground. It fixes the plant, it holds the plant below the ground. So that is number 5. I expect you have written till here. Now we shall continue with lesson number 2, objectives. So now again on the new page you can give the heading, because we have learnt the, you can say, very short answer questions of lesson number 1. Now we shall revise very short answer questions of lesson number 2, that is uses of plants. Please give the heading and let us begin. So in the previous lecture we had seen fill in the blanks. All these things we have learnt in the previous lecture. We have revised it very nicely. Then match the following also we had revised, I suppose, and you might have learnt it, you might have revised it. I expect that from you. Now today we shall continue with 2 examples. Like we revised the 2 examples of lesson number 1. So we shall revise the 2 examples of lesson number 2 also. So you need to give the heading 2 examples. This is now lesson number 2. So number 1, cereals, cereals. So we have learnt about cereals and pulses in this lesson. So what are cereals? Cereals are nothing but they are the food grains which we eat, like rice, wheat and maize. So here we have to write any 2 cereals. We have to write the names of any 2 cereals. So over here you can see the names are given: RICE, rice, and OAT, oat. So I have taken the 2 short spellings so that it is easy for you to learn. You can also write rice, wheat, maize, whichever 2 you like. But here I have written 2 so that the spelling of oat is very easy for you. And rice is a staple diet. Rice is something which is consumed by us commonly every day. So rice is easy to remember. Second one you can write OAT, oat. This is oat. You can also write maize, MAIZE, maize. Or you can write wheat. So you have to write question as well as answer over here. Which are the 2 cereals? rice and oat. The images of the rice and oat, you can see how decorated the rice. When it is decorated, you will like it more. And here oat, which is very very healthy for our health. Second, spices, spices, spices. We shall write two examples for spices, and here also we have three, but we have written two which are very commonly used in kitchen. cardamom, cardamom. This is cardamom of green color. Then cinnamon, cinnamon, cardamom, cinnamon. See here the last alphabet is M, here is N. So here cardamom, cinnamon. Here the pronunciation is cinnamon. But it is very much important for you to learn the spellings. See that you write the spellings correctly and then learn it. There are two types of spices over here. First, the spelling of card is given, C-A-R-D, card, A-M-O-M, cardamom. Then cinnamon, C-I-N-N-A-M-O-N, cinnamon. Then these are the images, some more images, cardamom and cinnamon. These are the two more images which is commonly seen. If you have not seen, then you can just see it in the kitchen you might be having, or you can ask your parents to show you. Then the third one, number 3, write down the question: plants that give us medicine. From where do we get medicines? Medicines also we get from plants. So we had discussed that some plants have medicinal importance. In lesson number 1 also we had seen today itself that some plants have medicinal importance. They are used for making medicines. So which are that plants? Even tulsi is used for that. But here we have to write any two. So first one is NEEM, neem. This is the image of neem plant, very good for skin. Then TURMERIC, turmeric, which we say haldi in Hindi, commonly said haldi. These are the two things you will definitely find in your homes, especially the second one, which is there with everyone. Turmeric is also used for cooking, for giving the color to the food, and it is also used when you get hurt somewhere, when it is bleeding. So if it is a shortcut, you can just apply turmeric and the wound will stop. It will stop bleeding. So these are the two which are very important for medicines: NEEM, neem, and the second one is TURMERIC, turmeric. Plants that give us medicines, neem and turmeric. I hope you have written. So these are two more images for neem and turmeric. You can just find out. Even this your parents will show you if you want these things to see in reality. Then the fourth one, the question number 4 is plants that give us fibers. What is fiber? Fiber is nothing but it is a thin thread like material, and we get two types of fibers from plants. Which are that? So first one COTTON, cotton. Second one JUTE, jute. Cotton, jute. Cotton, jute. Here are the images. This is the image of cotton. Here is the image of jute. From cotton and jute we can make many different items. Like with cotton we can make cotton shirt, cotton pant, etc. So ultimately all these things come from plants. So that is the name of the lesson, uses of plants. That is the name of lesson number 2, because plants are used in variety of ways. They give us many benefits. They give us fibers, they give us medicines, they give us gum, etc. So these are various uses of plants. So this is the image of cotton over here, and over here you can see the image of jute. This is how it actually looks like. And cotton is also something which is found in every house. Everyone might be having this. And jute is something which is not commonly found, but you may see this. Then number 5, plants that give us wood. Now there are some plants which give us wood, and from the wood we can make many things like furniture. It includes benches, tables, chairs, wooden chair, wooden benches. You come to the school, you sit on the bench. What is it made up of? It is made up of wood, right? You write with the pencil. How is the pencil made? Pencil is made with the wood. So paper, you write on a paper. Where does that paper come from? It is made of wood from trees. So which plants give us wood? So there are two which are given over here. OAK, oak, PINE, pine. Oak and pine. These are the two examples of the plants that give us wood. There are many other examples, but we have selected two because these are two example questions. Plants that give us wood. First one OAK, oak. Second PINE, pine. Oak and pine. You can see two more images. One is oak, then the other one is pine. Then you will leave one line, or you can leave two lines, and you can give the next heading. Write one word for the following. So you can just write this much, that is one word, because here is one word answer that we have to write. Read the sentence and write one word answer. So you can write the heading in short, one word, or you can just write GOW, because you have to write along with the video. So number 1, grains that are ground to make flour. See, there are some grains which are crushed, which are ground, and we can get flour. Flour means what over here? That is called atta in Hindi, atta. And we make chapati and many other things with that. So there are some grains which are ground to make flour. How do we? What are that grains called? So that are called cereals. 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 And do you know what? The flour. Flour is a white or brown color powder that is made by grinding grain. The grains are grinded, as it is given. Ground means to grind it, to crush it. So the grains are grinded, and it is used to make bread, cakes, pastry, etc. that are called cereals. Then number 2. After this you can see the image of the grains which are grinded. This is how we make flour. Then second one is things that add flavor to our food. Which are the things that add flavor to our food? It makes our food spicy. It makes our food tasty. That things, as you can see over here, are called spices. 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 It is more than one, so we have to add S over here. And we have learnt different kinds of spices like cardamom, cinnamon. So these are the images of some commonly used spices. So I hope you have written the question and the answer. Things that add flavor to our food are called spices. And now you can give the next number, that is number 3, the part of the rubber tree that gives us rubber. So we had learnt yesterday, we get rubber from the tree. From where does it come? It comes from the juice of the rubber tree. What is the spelling? JUICE, juice. It is the part of the rubber tree that gives us rubber. What is the answer? JUICE. This is the white color juice of the rubber tree. From this we get rubber. And rubber is used for making many different things like tires, erasers, pipe, etc. It has many different uses. So the part of the tree that gives rubber is called juice. This is the juice of the rubber tree. Then number 4, last one, tree that gives us gum. From where do we get gum? Because gum is used for making glue. You know that it is a sticky substance which is used for making glue. So where do we get gum? We get gum from kikar tree. KIKAR TREE, kikar tree. It is the tree which gives us gum. Over here you can see. And we can use this as a sticky substance. We can use for making glue for craft activities. So that is the image, one more image you can see of kikar tree which gives us gum. So I hope today's video you have enjoyed a lot and you have learnt very short answer questions of lesson number 1 and lesson number 2. We have done 2 examples and 1 word of both these lessons. So please revise this and write once in your notebook. Thank you and have a nice day.